Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special holiday edition of our Explainer. We're going to dive into some absolutely epic fantasy football playoff action, but we're doing it with a little festive twist. So, grab a cup of hot cocoa, get comfy, and let's get right into this fable. So, let's set the scene, shall we? 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the league, not a player was stirring. A perfect quiet moment right before the storm of playoff weekend. All right, let's talk about the main event, the semi-final showdowns. And wow, were there some upsets so grand, while visions of trophies dance across the land. These games seriously shook everything up. The big question is, who made it through? First up, we had the classic David versus Goliath story. On one side, you've got the underdog, Go to Bed, and on the other, the number one seed, the regular season champ, Jenks. And in what has to be the upset of the entire season, Go to Bed didn't just win, they dominated, 185 to 128, an absolute dismantling of the top team in the league. Just incredible. So, you're probably asking, how on earth did that happen? Well, for Go to Bed, it was all about the amazing 1-2 punch of Joe Burrow and Jalen Warren. They absolutely sealed the deal. And look, Brock Purdy tried to carry Jenks on his back with a 40-point game, but it just wasn't enough. The regular season champs met a shocking demise, and just like that, the entire playoff picture was blown wide open for a new contender. Okay, let's move on to our second semifinal. This one pitted the defending champions, used to be's, against a really tough opponent in Bot, who had a fantastic season themselves. Now, there was no shocking upset here. Nope, the defending champs did what they do best, putting on a clinic and securing a really decisive win, 165 to 117, a truly dominant performance to get back to the championship game. So what was the story in this one? Well, used to be's got a monster week from their trio of Puka Nakua, James Cook, and George Pickens. They were on fire. But for Bot, oh man, their hopes were absolutely crushed by a complete dud from their star quarterback, Josh Allen, an MVP candidate who put up just 7 points. You just can't win with that. And with that powerful performance, used to be's marches on to the finals. They are now just one single win away from defending that title. But hey, the championship bracket wasn't the only place with some serious action. Let's shift gears and talk about the consolation side of things, where the stakes are, a little different. We're talking everything from pride to pure, unadulterated shame. First, we have the Toilet Bowl. Now, it might not sound like the most glamorous game, but trust me, winning this matchup is a really nice way to end an otherwise tough season. This year, it was Bennies and the Jets taking on the Buzzards. And that sweet, sweet victory goes to Bennies and the Jets, 137 to 109. They got some really strong games from Justin Herbert and Jahmyr Gibbs, and you know what? That let them end their season on a real high note. Good for them. And now, we come to the game that nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to be in. The battle to avoid the league's most infamous title. This year's showdown for the ultimate low was between Nosh and Neptune's Crack Killers. So what exactly are they trying to avoid? Well, it's the title of Shit King. That's right, it is the foul crown worn by the loser of the loser's bracket. It is, without a single doubt, the ultimate low. Thanks to a big game from Chase Brown, Nosh came out on top, 134 to 104. And with that loss, we have our winner. Neptune's Crack Killers will officially wear that foul crown as the 2025 Shit King. What a tough, tough way to end a season. Okay, with all that other business now taken care of, our focus can return to the two teams left standing. That's right, the championship is officially set. And here they are, folks, your championship matchup. On one side, you have the defending champs, used to be's, and on the other, the giant-slaying underdog, Go to Bed. You really couldn't ask for a better clash of narratives. I mean, you've got the defending champs, powered by their studs Nakua and Cook, looking to build a dynasty. And then you have the ultimate underdog story with Go to Bed, who, led by Burrow and Warren, have already shocked the entire league. So, it all comes down to this one question. Who is going to hoist that trophy? Are the champs going to go back-to-back, or does this Cinderella story have one more magical night left?
So, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good fight. May your starters absolutely explode on this fantasy night. Good luck to both of our finalists, and a very happy holidays to every single one of you watching.